Welcome everyone back to Fallout 4 in our next episode. Now this is where we take a little bit of a twist in the story. This is my raider character. As you can see now, I've got black armor on, and now I've got my hair's all a little bit messed up, different color, and I've got paint on my face and scars. So I figured in this point of the story, the character starts, the wasteland gets to her, and now she starts becoming a raider, and she's tired of all the nonsense, and you know, she's starting to change, but not for the better. You can see I've got Cage with me, so obviously we got him from New Cold. And now we're in Sanctuary to do the quest, the molecular level. So let's see, where is it? Yeah, there we go, molecular level. So we're gonna go and finish this off like I've done with all the other factions so far. So each faction has gone into the institute, each one has got the dialogue changes a little bit, or there's a mission that's different. And then I'm going to do Nuka World and all the radio quests and things like that with this character. I think I can actually put on some of that. That's going to add my charisma a little bit. So things are going to work out a little bit differently. Okay, there's my power armor. So we need to speak to Sturgis here and then
everything
make
looks
this
good
go.
On my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest.
Sometimes, works in your favor if the sheep see it coming. Doesn't sweat.
Whenever you're ready.
They make mistakes.
Okay, now obviously at this point before going into the Institute,
Getting cold feet?
you don't know that
I don't blame
Sean is actually the director of the Institute, your son. So you're gonna play along, but for your own benefit.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, Cage, you stay put.
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Okay. And we are inside the Institute. And obviously I changed my weapons. I actually can't remember what weapons I have. I've got the hammer, I've got... that's a shotgun. Sniper rifle. And a house rifle. And nothing else. Okay, so something a little bit different. So at the moment we're playing along, we're still friendly with the Minutemen and friendly with the other people, but eventually we're gonna turn on everyone. Okay, logs, load holotape. Scan the network. Okay, so I got that part done.
Hello.
Grab this. Hello?
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Just like that, I'm supposed to trust you. I see things change every single time, or every character that I've used now. And you come into the Institute or something, things do change. There's the items that are in the storage devices all change. There is small changes every single time. Okay, so now we need to...
I can only imagine what you've heard. What?
Only what to imagine what. Okay, inside job, institutionalized. End of safe house. What is all this stuff again? Yeah. Yeah, so there's a few things like this. This is a raider quest. So anything that's got to do with raiders, we're going to start doing now.
You think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable.
Jeez, that's putting it
I'd like
mildly.
to talk to you about what we can do for everyone.
Cameras.
But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Okay.
Sean?
Huh?
See, his head
Yes,
is also
I'm Sean.
changed. The character, this synth character, his hair and looks changes according to what or how you or your character actually looks, which is kind of strange. I noticed it now from the last video where I've got an older character, the hair's like got a grey tint to it, and young Sean, the synth, his hair was exactly the same. Now these hairs now got a red color to it, same as mine. Is it you?
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Where is everyone?
Sean? Where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Those bastards. They killed your father.
What's going on? Father? Father!
I'll kill them for this. All of them.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone
See,
here, help me!
she's starting to like lose her mind a little bit.
Please, Sean. I'm your mother. Just talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Shot. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew.
I was putting it mildly.
I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Okay, now I did consider actually killing him, but as soon as you do that, the entire institute turns against you, and there are hundreds of synths that come out to attack you. Now that would be cool. I've done it before, but then you don't get
I
to
hope
play
I'm not too overwhelmed.
the rest of the story.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I want answers, asshole. Now!
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have... It's good to finally meet you, after all this time.
There's a glitch in every profile at this point.
I am Sean. I am your son.
Well,
Bullshit!
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Okay. You were stolen.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. It wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Okay, you lost me.
You lost me. I don't see the point of any of this.
You don't see the connection. Let me try to explain. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you. There's no way any of this is true.
I wish there was something to say. I know this isn't what you wanted. But it's the only truth I can offer you.
Prove it.
You're my son? Then prove it. Now.
I've already told you how I came to be here. I don't know what further proof I can offer that would convince you. I've shown you my trust. Your weapons haven't been confiscated, and I stand unarmed before you. Please, let's just talk.
Okay, let's talk.
All right. Let's talk then.
I know you must have questions. Please, anything I can do to help you understand.
What about...
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Okay, what about Kellogg?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
It's complicated.
Kellogg was... Let's just say he was more complex than you might think.
After what he's done, I'm surprised to hear you say that. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
Okay.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Okay, so now you can basically stay here. But I think what I'm going to try and do is, she's going to become a raider, but I want to use the Institute for my benefit because they've got power and things. Obviously raiders like power, so I think I'm gonna...
This really is a matter of importance.
You use the Institute.
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
Okay, what's to... I'm not taking orders. Okay, what's to learn? Let's try this.
I'm not here to take orders.
I'm afraid things here are different from the lawless wastes above. A society cannot be maintained without order. While you may be my mother, I am father to the Institute. It follows my lead, and thus, for now, you must as well. Will you trust me?
Follow your lead.
Follow your lead? Why do you get to call the shots?
Because my entire life has taken place within these walls. I have studied. I have trained. I have devoted my life to the Institute. I have proven time and time again that the success of the Institute is my primary goal. And I have sacrificed a great deal along the way. I assure you, I gain nothing by lying to you. Will you trust me?
Yeah, everything is completely different. Okay, I'll trust you.
All right. I'll go along with it.
Excellent. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Okay. So I think the way I'm going to try and play this story out is, you know, we've got the Brotherhood and the Railroad and everybody. So I'm going to stick with the Raiders and stick with the Institute to use them to my advantage because they've got power and, you know, they get a lot done. And take out the Brotherhood and the Railroad because they're above ground. They are basically competition towards the Raiders. So I'm going to take them out completely. So what's next, Sean?
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
It's a strange choice.
It seems like a strange choice. On more than one level.
I can understand how it might seem that way. It is something new. New discoveries are always welcome. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me, what do you think? Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
Love a synth.
Seriously. You really believe a human could love a synth?
That's a difficult question. I suppose it depends on how closely we've managed to mimic human behavior and emotions. Yours is a unique position. You may be the only one that's truly able to answer these questions right now. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
Okay. Well, I think that's about it. Okay, this is Sean's room and everything around, yeah? Okay. There's a password in there. Storage. Yeah, we got information about Kellogg status report on the Institute. Some personal notes. Yeah, Kellogg was a crazy guy. He really was a crazy guy. Okay, well guys, we're gonna leave it there for this one. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Cheers.
You call this a clean floor?